Hello and welcome to the Riled Up podcast. We're back another week. It's me and Presley. We're going to dive right into it. We got a lot to talk about. Last week, what an eventful, what a game. What a game.
Good news.
We are back with good news. South Carolina came to Neyland at night and got blown out.
It was awesome.
Oh man, what a game. It was so fun to watch.
It was.
First of all, we just have to say we called our shot with Hendon being there.
We did.
He came.
Y'all heard it on here.
Crowd popped off. It was crazy. It was such a moment to see Hendon back in the stadium.
It was so sweet.
Against the opponent that ended his collegiate career at Tennessee. Just an insane moment. And you could certainly feel it. The energy was electric. It was such an insane moment.
And you know, it meant a lot to the guys too.
Yeah.
Especially Joe.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. For Joe to have like his best friend back in the building to watch him ball out. What a moment, you know?
Yeah.
And they got to come and watch the Vols win the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Yeah. We won the Super Bowl.
Got to watch the Vols win the Super Bowl. According to Spencer Rattler, this is our Super Bowl. Buddy, this is not one of the two biggest games on the Vols schedule.
Not at all.
Maybe not even the top three biggest games on the Vols schedule. I would argue that the Florida game was bigger.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would say it goes Alabama and Georgia as kind of that 1A tier.
Yeah.
And then you got I would even argue Kentucky too. Kentucky over that too. Yeah. Kentucky and Florida are on that next tier.
So big was because it was like revenge. Like
it was that everything going on last year. All the talking Spencer Rattler did and you know, watching Hendon Hooker go down and ending the Vols college football hopes or college football playoff hopes last year, getting this year a chance for revenge in Neyland at night, dark mode.
It was crazy.
It was crazy, and that's the reason. That's the reason the environment was as good as it was. Spencer Rattler, you just got to come play in Neyland, and it's a whole nother experience than Columbia or wherever else. Neyland is truly one of one, and one of the best environments in college football, top 2 or 3 easily. And yeah, you got to experience that firsthand. Consider yourself blessed. But yeah, in that game, things were much better.
Very much so.
A lot of things you liked what you saw compared to what we've seen, particularly in the beginning of the season. Things started to come together a little bit in the UTSA game, and I think here's where we kind of all saw it. Kind of converge. Yeah, we kind of got to see it. We see it happen with everything going on. Everything was clicking. It was pretty. It was nice to see.
Good. It was great.
It was nice to see. Yeah. So a lot of things on this offense to talk about. First of all, my guy, I've been harping for him. I say it every podcast. I'm preaching the gospel of Jalen Wright. And he finally got that pop-off game, finally got his touchdown, man. Jalen Wright deserved that touchdown for so long. Jalen Wright, 16 carries, 123 yards, 7.7 yards per carry, and a touchdown. Longest run, 42 yards, absolutely gashed the defense.
Yeah.
Man, oh my gosh.
I know you.
Oh my! You should have seen me when I saw him break that second plane and like break that level. Oh my gosh! I was like jumping up and down. I was like a little kid. This is the guy that I've been absolutely preaching. Like, just give him the ball. He's gonna do good things. And look what happens. You gave him the ball.
And he did good things.
But other than him, I mean the running game was spread out a little bit. Jabari got 11 carries. Dylan Sampson got 9 carries. I still think that needs to tilt the other direction. But Jabari, 59 yards. Dylan Sampson, 49 yards. And they each had a touchdown on the ground. Dylan Sampson also got some work in the receiving game. 2 catches, 42 yards. So shout out him doing that. So yeah, lots of good things going on the ground. Those running backs are incredible. Got such a good running back room.
Yeah, that was a good game for them.
Really no question. No question is it was one that we know that running back game, that running back room can be very, very dominant, and they certainly did that today. Got to talk about the wide receivers. Some terrible news.
Yeah.
Brew McCoy.
Breaking.
Brew McCoy on a play went to go like juke out a South Carolina defender. Tackle was just a little awkward.
It was cool.
I don't know what exactly the injury was.
It was his ankle, but
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what exactly happened to his ankles.
But did you see like the
broken, fractured, something like that?
I know you like saw it firsthand also, but like, did you see like the close up of the?
I did. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, it was ugly.
It was bad.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it firsthand. I saw it happen in real time. I was staring him down through the lens of my camera. When I saw it happen, and it was ugly, man.
He went down. Everybody around me was like, "Who is that?" And I was like, "Brew, hush." I was like, "Everybody, just shut up right now." Everybody's just like, "What happened?" And I was like, "Y'all, this is bad. Like, I don't know if y'all just saw that, but this is bad."
Yeah,
it was so bad. It was so ugly. Like, it gives me the hippie-jibbies.
Yeah, one of those injuries that kind of that's painful to watch. But he had his surgery, aiming to make a comeback next year. And I'm sure we all are rooting for Brew McCoy to make it back and have a dominant season when he does come back, because we know he will, and that's the type of player he is. Just hope he can get back in that room with the other wide receivers, be that guy for them, be a leader in that locker room for them, because that's what he is. He's a leader in the locker room. And having him absent is going to hurt in more ways than just his on the field presence. But there's another wide receiver, some better news to talk about. Squirrel White, man. Squirrel White. Wow.
My boy.
Squirrel White just absolutely balled out. 9 catches, 104 yards, 11.6 yards per catch. He had that absolute beautiful 50-yard bomb. Got all types of pass interference on the play. Still came down with the ball. Didn't even need the flag. They didn't throw a flag, by the way. Should have been a obvious pass interference. Didn't throw a flag.
Yeah.
But he still was able to, come down with it, and it was
that was crazy.
It was an absolutely insane catch. Absolutely insane catch.
That he said, like in the post game conference, did you see that?
Yeah,
I don't even.
Yeah, he was like, I don't even know how I came down with that.
Like, I didn't even see the ball or something like that.
Absolutely insane. I really do not know how he did that. It was one of one. That was something else entirely. So yeah, shout out Squirrel. That catch was incredible. Got up, did a little celebration. I got that on camera. That was one of my favorite pictures from that game. I got him doing this like cutthroat motion. So that was super cool. So yeah, shout out Squirrel White, man. It's something that we knew he could do. Stretch the field.
Yes.
Throw the ball downfield to Squirrel White.
The ball.
Throw the ball downfield to Squirrel White.
Got what we wanted in this game.
That's what I'm saying.
We really manifested last podcast.
We did.
Hendon.
We did. We called so much about this game.
We did.
And it just happened. Wasn't right about the score prediction. Vols turned up way more than I thought they would. But hey, you love
to see it though.
You love to see it. But
prove us wrong.
Was a little bit of bad on the offense, particularly Joe Milton.
Yeah.
He had some good, had some great.
Yeah, great. Yeah. Let's give him that first off. But he also had bad.
Yeah, 21 of 32. Completion percentage solid, 239 yards, solid, 7.5 yards per completion, solid. And then you get to the touchdown and interception numbers. He had a touchdown pass, but also had 2 interceptions.
Yeah.
And these 2 interceptions were not pretty. One time, it was early in the game. He just stared down the route, missed the safety entirely. Didn't even see the guy. He just jumped the route.
Yeah,
easy pick. Yeah, pretty bad.
He also got sacked, right? Yeah.
He got
sacked once, which makes this twice. Yeah, he did.
Oh yeah, I don't even remember, but
like that makes his second, which isn't a big deal, but like the second time being sacked ever for Tennessee.
Yeah, it is kind of crazy. Crazy to think about. He also had the second interception where he's throwing what should have been a 50-50 ball to, I guess, was it Jacob Warren? It was one of the tight ends. It was one of the tight ends. It was either Jacob Warren or McAllen Castles. I think it was Jacob Warren as well. Threw was supposed to be a 50-50 ball to him, like on the end zone, and just kind of underthrew it, which is a rare thing for Joe Milton, but he underthrew it, landed right in the lap of the South Carolina defender, and it was basically a free pick. Jacob Warren had to turn into the DB on that one. But that being said, I liked a lot of what I saw from Joe Milton.
I think it's just cleaning up a little bit of mistakes. That's okay too.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I saw a lot of good.
Yeah, there was certainly a lot of good there. He was stretching the field, which is what I wanted to see.
Everyone wants to see that.
He needs to attack the sidelines more. Stay away from the middle of the field. I feel like that's a recipe for disaster for him. But attack the sidelines, attack down the field. And I think he can certainly do that. So yeah, shout out Joe. Had a step forward in this game, I think, but also a little bit of a step backward. But we'll take it. We'll take something because that offense was looking stagnant those first few weeks. So to see a little bit of life come out of that offense, even if it did result in some picks, I liked it.
It's improvement.
I liked it. Yeah, and there were a lot of those. And yeah, that two touch or that one interception or one touchdown to two interception line doesn't really tell you a lot of the reasons that they were scoring touchdowns was because of Joe Milton pass down the field.
Yes.
And then they go and just punch it in with one of the running backs.
Yeah.
That's how a lot of those drives went. For instance, that Squirrel White drive, where he caught that massive 50-yard bomb and just kind of punched it in right after. So yeah, not terrible from that offense. Defense better. Defense was better.
Yeah.
I liked what I saw from that defense last year. Absolutely got diced up by Spencer Rattler. But this time, absolutely just flipped the switch. The perfect way to put it.
Flipped the switch.
They were in the backfield a lot. Aaron Beasley had a tackle for loss. Omar Norman Lott had half a sack. James Pierce Jr., 2 sacks and 2 tackles for loss. He was living back there.
Yeah, that was crazy.
James Pierce Jr. had a game, man.
He did.
Big O had a sack. Aaron Carter had a tackle for loss. Dominic Bailey had a half sack. Karat Garland had a sack. Josh Josephs had a sack. So 6 sacks, 8 tackles for loss. It was 56 tackles on the team. So absolutely insane. 1 defensive touchdown. We got to talk about this guy, man. Oh my gosh, Kamal Hadden.
Everybody lay off, like we said.
Lay off Kamal Hadden, man.
Stop Kamal Hadden hate.
I've been saying this. He's been low key balling this year.
He has.
And he had the bad rap from last year, which understandable.
Valid.
He had some bad games last year, but this year,
new season, new year,
new season, new Kamal Hadden. Let's talk about this. He's by PFF. This is by PFF's grade, by the way. 26 targets, only allowed 10 completions for 26 yards. So he has as many yards allowed as targets, which is 1 yard per target, which is crazy.
Yeah.
5 pass breakups. And now that was his 2nd interception of the year, which puts him at the 10th graded cornerback by PFF. Now, keep in mind, this is PFF. I don't put a ton of stock in PFF grades, but 10th in the country and 3rd in the SEC for corners. Kamal Hadden has quietly had one of the best seasons for Tennessee defensively.
And it's such a good way to put it. He really has quietly had one of the best.
And that's crazy given who Kamal Hadden is, but quietly.
We dogged on him the first episode.
He's been getting dogged on.
By everybody, including us.
And I would say for good reason.
But we've said for the last episode that we all said, let's lay off a little bit.
Yep.
He's shown baby steps.
Yeah, there's been an
improvement. Game was really all right, let's just quit the hate completely.
It's been a step forward. It's been a step forward, no question about it. And it's what you wanted to see from him. You wanted to see improvement, and that's what we got. And so shout out.
Yeah, shout out Kamal
Hadden, man. It was definitely something else, man. Shout out Kamal Hadden. Absolutely balled. Had his touchdown picked off. Was it Spencer Rattler at like the 15-yard line, ran it in basically for free.
Yeah.
And did a little Dion, little Dion dance, man. So shout out Kamal.
Awesome.
It is
standing like right there, perfect angle.
It is.
It's awesome.
It's awesome. Yeah. A shout out Kamal Hadden. We gotta shout him out. He deserves it. So now we move on. We talk about Texas A&M. And it's gonna be an interesting week. We got the bye week. So Tennessee is off this weekend, and then they come back on October 14th to take on the A&M Aggies here in Neyland. It's going to be checkered. They did announce that it's going to be a checkered game, so they're going to checker Neyland for this one.
The checker Neyland Twitter said they like added Danny White, and they were like, just tell us when, and we'll do it. And Danny White just posted a GIF above it and said, do it. That's all it was.
Yeah. So the Aggies coming to Tennessee to take on the Vols. This one I think is a super interesting matchup because the Aggies have a lot going for them right now.
Yeah.
They blew out New Mexico as they should, blew out UL Monroe as they should, and then had some pretty dominant performances versus Auburn and Arkansas, which Auburn gave Georgia a run for their money last week.
Yep.
Arkansas has been in the competition. I think Arkansas beat LSU.
Yes.
So they're for real and did lose to Miami, which is kind of like the whoa what. But they're coming to Tennessee to play. And their one loss has been on the road. So maybe we're seeing a case of a team that plays better at home than on the road.
I feel like we're going to be able to see a lot this weekend too, their game, because they play Alabama this weekend.
Yep, and that's
in College Station.
That's going to be a good measure to say what Tennessee can do.
That's exactly what I'm waiting to see is this game.
Yeah.
Not waiting, but like,
Yeah.
You will be able to get a lot out of that game to get better. I don't want to say better idea, but know more what to expect, especially against Alabama. But like you said, their one loss is on the road. I don't know. We're in Neyland.
Yeah. I think I'm pretty confident in this one.
Yeah, I am too.
Based off that last performance against South Carolina, I do think A&M is better than South Carolina.
For sure.
But I am confident in Tennessee's ability to win this game. So first and foremost, who's your pick for a guy you want to see ball out?
I'm gonna have to go with Squirrel White.
Squirrel White. That's fair.
Or Kamal Haddon.
Okay, all right.
See Kamal. I can't get away from Squirrel just because I feel like I know, even though he did really good this past weekend, I feel like he still hasn't had his complete breakout game yet.
Yeah.
Because I know that there's way more to him. Come on, you got it, Squirrel. But Kamal Haddon, to be honest, just, cleaning up the few mistakes that he does make and then keeping those great plays that he does make at the same time. And there's not going to be any hate for him in the rest of the season.
Yeah, I'm rooting for Kamal Haddon at this point.
Rooting.
I'm at the point where I want to see him. I want to see him win.
I want to see him do good. I want people to lay off him because obviously we've seen what he can do.
Yeah,
continue it.
When he plays well, he is one of the best players on Tennessee's defense.
I agree.
So yeah, I think that's a great pick for someone you want to see ball out. I also want to see Kamal ball out. But if I had to pick one, I'm going with Dante Thornton.
Okay.
Missed last game because of injury. He's coming back. We're not gonna have Brew McCoy. You gotta have somebody to fill that void. And Dante Thornton, I want him. This could be the Dante Thornton breakout game that we've been waiting on. Because he did a lot of hype coming in from the transfer portal. Speedy guy from Oregon. Haven't really seen him make a huge impact on the game. Let me see Dante Thornton ball out. Maybe we see a little bit of Caleb Webb as well, some Chaz Nimrod, guys that we saw last week when Brew McCoy went down. And I'm certainly down to see those guys ball out. But I want to see this hype from this transfer from Oregon. I want to see it translate to on the field play. And it just hasn't yet.
Yeah. What's your score prediction? I just
want
to know.
It's tough.
I don't want to say I don't have one, but
this is tough. I'm gonna go 37-31.
Ooh.
37-31. That's my score prediction. 37-31 Vols.
Yeah. Yeah. Can I completely agree with that? Because I think I'm going to.
No, pick your own.
Okay, well, I don't see us getting him. We're not going to get – I don't think this game's going to go to 40s. I don't think.
I agree.
I don't think it's getting any higher than what you said. But then again, I think back to the South Carolina game, and I'm like, well, I had no idea that was going to happen either.
Yeah.
I'm going to go – I feel like it's going to be close. I really do. We're coming off a bye week, whatever. But also, I don't know what A&M – we don't know what A&M's going to be coming in to Neyland coming off, Whatever
a loss, potentially a win over
potentially
Alabama.
That's what I'm saying. Potentially a win, and that does a lot to a team. It really does. I'm gonna go 32. Yeah, 32-24.
32. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's do it. I'll lock it in.
Yeah. I do have to say this. I know A&M's coming to us, obviously. This tonight, actually, on our Vol News thing, I'm picking A&M to beat Alabama.
Ooh.
I want them to. Well, no, I don't want them to. Well, nobody wants to watch Alabama win. But I think they can. I think they can.
Yeah, but Jalen Milroe is balling right now.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I'm saying. It's also a college station, makes a big difference, but
okay, that's fair.
I don't think that's really going to affect us, though, because we're in Neyland.
Yep, true. It's in Neyland. It's going to be checkered.
Checker Neyland, big game.
Another elite environment.
Yeah,
it's going to be tough for him. It's going to be tough for A&M.
This big win. The only thing that kind of sucks to me is like we're sitting in a bye week, which is okay. I know they need rest and stuff.
How about get Dante Thornton healthy?
Riley's like, my boy.
I want to see something out of Dante Thornton. And I think this is a chance, right?
Yeah, I agree.
All right, locked in. Score predictions locked in. 37-31 for me, 32-24 for Presley. All right, we move on. Draft segment, baby. It's time. We're going to do the best logos in college football. This is a fun one.
Fun one.
And since I picked it, Presley gets the first pick on this one.
I have one. What's my draft? I can do whatever I want.
Exactly. It's your draft. Do whatever you want. Miami. Wow.
I love it. I love the U.
Really?
I love the U.
That's interesting.
And I like the just very symmetrical. That was the first.
I feel like we're gonna go different directions.
Of course we are.
I think we're gonna go very different directions on this.
Okay, go.
All right, for my first overall pick, I think I'm gonna go the Arkansas State Butch Joneses, the Red Wolves.
Why?
What do you mean, why? The logo looks cool. That's the only good thing about that team. Look at the logo.
Hold on. What happened to my page?
Look, there's the logo right there.
I don't like the logo.
I love it.
Okay.
I think the Arkansas State logo is sick.
I'm gonna go. There's some things I don't want to say. I'm gonna go Florida. I can't help it. That's a sick logo. If we were the Gators, that's a sick logo.
No.
Yeah, it is.
No.
Yeah, it is.
I don't like it.
I do. I like the little orange outline from the green head.
I don't like it. I'm not a fan. I'm taking Washington State. Wazoo.
I don't like that one.
You don't like Washington State?
No, I don't like that one.
What are you talking about?
I just don't.
Washington State is sick.
It's a different way. This is so funny to me.
It's got the W and then the S and the U. It literally spells the name out in the logo.
I don't like it.
Tell me that's not sick.
I don't like it.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Washington State's logo is sick.
Colorado.
That's where I was gonna go. So I was gonna go that one later.
I've got myself plenty of shirts and stuff with that on it, thanks to Jason. But that is a sick logo.
Where do I want to go for this one? I'm feeling a little Maction, maybe. Maybe a little Maction. Let's go with the. Ooh, you know what? I don't know if I want Ball State or Bowling Green.
Wait, which one's Ball State?
Ball State's the Cardinal, like almost dead middle. Yeah. I kind of like Ball State. I'm gonna go with Ball State's. I'm going with Ball State. By the way, every one I've picked so far has been a state. I did Arkansas State, Washington State, and Ball State.
Okay.
You're
Kansas.
Kansas. Dang, I was gonna go for Kansas. That's fair. Yeah, I was gonna go with Kansas for my next pick.
That's a fair pick. I probably should have taken that earlier, to be honest.
In that case, give me. You know what? Give me the Memphis Tigers.
I was thinking.
Give me the Memphis Tigers.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Hmm.
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 This is my last pick, isn't it?
Yep.
This is my 5th pick.
It's your last pick. Last one. Where you going with it?
Where am I going? I'm a little nervous.
I know who my last pick's gonna be. I'm locking it in. I already know.
I keep going back to one logo, even though I know it's not the best. But I like it.
If it's your draft.
States logo.
Oh,
I like it. I like the O in the back, and I like the black on top of the red.
So boring. It's just a O with Ohio State in it.
I just like the way it looks. Like I love that. That's so. I don't know. I don't like whenever they look too old school to me. I'm like, update it. It looks old. I don't like when there's no color at all. Like, I don't know. It just pops. Like that's Florida. Like that's one that I feel like it just pops. Like I just like that.
See, to me, Florida's looks dull.
See, I like that. Like whenever I see people that like are Florida fans and they have that logo on, I like what it looks like. No, hey, does. So we just got an orange tee on there.
Nah, I can't agree. For my last pick, I'm locking in Missouri.
Okay.
If you can't tell, I have a type with the logos I like. I don't really like the ones that are just a letter.
See, I kind of do, but yeah.
I think the just letter logos are a little bit boring. But
just a letter's boring.
Well, you
like Tennessee's not like.
picked Miami.
Yeah, but that's cool. Like that's
cool. What?
It's like the green and the orange. Like I just like that. And then I don't know. And then their logo matches exactly what they do. Like I like that.
Ohio State's just an O. Like I'm good.
But the black Ohio State coming out of it looks so good to me. Like it's simplicity. That's how I see it.
I don't know.
I also feel like I think too much of like colors and for one, colors is a big thing. Two,
but you picked. I don't know. I think the Florida colors look ugly.
Yeah, I like those.
I think that looks so ugly. The dark green on the orange.
I like those.
I think it's ugly.
I think this picture doesn't do that orange justice. Because then, like, I like those colors together. Me and Riley have different tastes.
Very different tastes. I like the Kansas pick. That's the only one that I was like, I was gonna pick Kansas next because I didn't think you were going to pick Kansas.
Yeah, I love their logo.
So I like that one. I think that's a good pick.
I definitely.
You know what?
The right order, but
yeah, mine's not in the right order either. But I'm gonna give some honorable mentions real quick.
Okay.
Oregon State. I like theirs. The Beavers. I like those.
Yeah.
I like the UAB, the Dragon. I think that one's sick. MTSU, I kind of like.
Say that.
I kind of like MTSU's
logo.
The horse coming out the side of it. I think that's sick. It's like a Pegasus or something.
Yeah,
That's
I like
sick.
It.
I kind of mentioned Bowling Green earlier. I like Bowling Greens. I like NIU's. I think the MAC conference has a lot of good.
I like their logos.
They've got some good logos in there. I like Coastal Carolina. Arkansas's logo is cool. I
like Gonzaga's logo.
I didn't think about Gonzaga, but they don't have a college football team.
No, yeah. So
if we were doing college basketball, I would have picked Gonzaga probably first overall.
Yeah. I was just honorable mention throwing it out there. Their school's got a good logo.
Shout out Tulane. Tulane's is cool.
Yeah.
Tulane's is unique at the very least. UTSA. No, we just beat the brakes off of them, but they got a cool logo.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't know. I might be missing one.
I'm not seeing much I like.
I might be missing one. But
I kind of like, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like Mississippi State. I know it's basic, but I like the ribbon like effect. Like instead of it just being like Mississippi State, like I like the ribbon of the state over them. Do you see what I'm saying? Like I think that adds more than it just being like M State. They've got it in a little ribbon, like A&M.
You know what? Colorado State.
Yeah.
That one's cool.
Yeah. Pitt's is kind of cool. We're just like, I mean, nobody's is god awful. We're just sitting here like, well, I'm just sitting here. Riley's dying.
I am dying.
I'm sitting here like Pitt's is kind of cool. It just says Pitt.
Ooh.
But
yeah,
kind of cool.
Pass me a water out the fridge. Hey.
He's dying.
I am dying.
But other than that, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. MTSU's probably could have gotten in my draft. The more that I think about it,
I do like MTSU's. It's kind of hard to see. I wish the horse was bigger and the MT was smaller.
Yeah, that's true. The little horse, the little raider, whatever it is, sitting at the top, is kind of looks like a little mouse or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Memphis logo is dope. I'm kind of pissed you took that one.
That one's sick.
I have a couple Memphis shirts, obviously. I love wearing them. Like, I love their logo.
Yeah, Memphis is sick. But that's going to just about do it for us. It's going to be a bit of a shorter episode, but I got places to be. I got to get a haircut.
Got places to be. We got fall break to be on.
Oh, my goodness.
We're going into bye week.
So excited.
Yeah.
It's going to wrap it up for us. It's Riled Up Podcast. It's Presley. It's me, Riley. And we're going to catch you guys. I don't know if it'll be probably next week.
Yeah, we can do something next week.
We'll figure out something next week.
We'll be back next week, even though there's nothing to recap.
Yeah, we'll get to it. But we appreciate you all for listening, for watching, whatever else. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we will see you next week.
Next week.